What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our mock day draft. We are officially halfway through the lottery picks. That means it's number 7. So representing the Portland Trailblazers today is Mr. Jason Quick. Jason, thank you for coming on today and picking for the Blazers. How's it going?
It's going all right. Thanks for having me on.
What's your shirt say?
Home babe.
Okay.
It's a baseball term.
All right. I like it. Okay, look. The Blazers have the number 7 pick. We saw Dame at the lottery. He was not as excited as maybe not as excited as Portland wanted him to be. But the Blazers have not had, and I went back and looked, a top 10 pick since CJ McCollum. And then even before that, when you get into the top 10, number 6 was Dame in 2012. So it has been a hot minute since they've been in the lottery and had a pick. And this is a good year to have this pick because it was not the best season for the Blazers. What do you think when they go in? I think number 7 is a fine place to be. You have a list of guards that are there. You have a list of bigs that are there. What do the Blazers need? What holes are they trying to fill with this pick?
Well, they have a bunch of holes. I think at the top is they need a power forward or a big man. But I don't think they go for that at number 7. Their grand idea or hope was that they would land in the top 4 and get one of those premier guys who could step in and play right away, because new GM Joe Cronin has been pretty adamant that we want to compete right now, this year, get back in the playoffs this year. And, after the season ended, he was pretty forthright and said, to fulfill that kind of plan, you need veteran players more so than young players. So I strongly believe that the Blazers will trade this pick. I think they're really shopping it big time. But for the purpose of this exercise, they do keep the pick. Mm-hmm. I have a hunch that they pick Dyson Daniels, who is a guard, a 19-year-old guard from Australia, played in the G League last year. And I think that experience is something that they're going to really value. And plus, he's a great defender. And the Blazers, for the past 4 years, have been one of the worst defensive teams in the NBA. And so I think that kind of not only helps them initially with defense, but it provides a exit strategy for when Dame does move on from the Blazers after his career. In 3 or 4 years, they have kind of a replacement. So I'm going to go kind of a little different than I think most people think, but Dyson Daniels, the guard from Australia.
All right. There's a couple things I want to unpack there. Yes, the Blazers 29th in defensive rating this year. Dyson Daniels does help fill that. Probably in this draft, the lead playmaker. He is a phenomenal passer. Putting him to kind of pair with Dame would be great. He's not the best shooter, but Dame can also shoot from the logo. So they kind of balance each other out. I appreciate that pick. However, I do want to dig in. I am a very tough GM or whoever does this. I will not allow any trades. But let's say that they do trade out of this number 7 pick. Is there a veteran in the NBA that you would have your eye on? Like, whatever the package may be, is there someone that you see would be a good fit with Dame for next year?
Well, the Blazers have been linked to a bunch of different power forwards, be it Jeremy Grant, John Collins, OG Anunoby. Those are kind of the guys who could fit and fill into that role. Were you talking veterans or were you talking young guys?
Yeah, I'm talking veterans. Okay,
yeah.
Win now mentality.
Yeah, so I think it's going to be one of those 3. I mean, if you believe all the rumors and what the Blazers have been linked to. Kind of the popular one has been Jeremy Grant, because Dame and Jeremy played on Team USA and kind of formed a bond. I think that to me isn't as sexy as like a John Collins. I think John Collins would be the best fit for the Blazers, but I think it's pretty clear that that's the route the Blazers are going to go, is trading 7 to get a starting caliber power forward. because that's the real hole right now in the Blazers. I think they feel pretty good about 4 of their 5 starting roles, but they just don't have someone of that caliber at power forward.
Very interesting. And actually, just a few days ago when we were talking with Detroit, they were talking about, depending on who they decide to pick up in the lottery, or with their lottery pick, that it could be time to move away from Jeremy Grant. So
right.
We don't know what's happening, but for the sake of this mock draft, we're going with Dyson. So thank you for your pick. It's going to be interesting when we finally get to actual draft night and like see how everything shifts around. But
totally
appreciate you playing the game and making the pick. And I hope you have a really good rest of your day.
All right, Kelcey. Thanks.